BSN. Finish first. He is the 8-time Mr. Olympia, the cornerstone of Team BSN, and the winningest IFBB pro bodybuilder of all time. He is the legendary Ronnie Coleman. In 2006, camera crews followed Ronnie for nearly a year for an unprecedented look at the day-to-day life of this remarkable athlete. Since then, footage has been unseen and unreleased. Until now. This is Ronnie Coleman, the undiscovered footage.
My second most favorite moment that I can think of right now is going to be in 1997, where we was on the most grueling European tour that I've ever experienced, ever been through in my whole entire life, and I don't think there's nothing that you can go through more grueling than that. When we had 7 competitions in 11 days in like, 7 different cities in Europe. We was in Spain, Italy, we're in Germany, we're in England, we're in Budapest, we're in Russia. We got like 2 hours of sleep a night. Some nights we got like 1 hour of sleep because right after the show, we had to go get something to eat, go back to the hotel, maybe get an hour's sleep, get up about 4 or 5 in the morning, and head to the airport to get a 7 o'clock flight to get to the next city we was going to. And that whole tour, I was getting like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th place in every show. And the very last show, I'll never forget it. For the last 3 days on that tour, I couldn't sleep. And I've never in my whole entire life been in a place and in a time where I couldn't sleep 3 days in a row. And in that last show, I approached Kevin, because Kevin had won all 6 shows. And I was like, Kevin, how are you winning all of these shows? What are you doing? How are you staying so hard and how are you staying so lean? You know, we're doing all this traveling, we ain't getting no sleep, and you just coming in ripped and shredded every show. He said, come in my room. So I go to Kevin's room, and he pulls out a coffee cup, pours about a half a cup of coffee in there, and next thing I know, he reaches into the refrigerator and pours a whole bottle of, probably a vodka about this, it was just one of those small bottles of vodka about this tall, into the coffee and said, drink this. So I'm like, okay. I don't normally drink vodka, but Kevin said drink it, and he'd been winning every show. So I drank it. And the very next day, you know, I get out of bed. Of course, I didn't sleep. I just laid down there and tried to sleep the best I could. I get out of bed, and I'm ripped to shreds. You know, I'm looking like Kevin. So we go to the show, and judges start calling me out, you know, in front of Kevin and stuff, and up there with Kevin. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here? I must look really good. So the next thing you know, I win the show. And this is after Kevin had won all 6 shows. This was the last show, and I'm getting 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and I just win the show out of nowhere. And that was probably the second most euphoric moment of my career.
Deep in the valley, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Come on, come on, come
Hey,
on.
wait.
This ain't done.
Got to get geek.
All right. I bet you want this. Let's go.
Ah! No!
Go.
Ah! Ah!
Come on.
Ah! 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 Ah!
Come on.
Ah! Ah!
11.
Ah!
Come on.
Ah! Woo!
Ready, time. 15, 14, 15, 17, 18, 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You've been so successful, obviously, throughout your career, but was it tough to find balance in other areas of your life since you reached such a height of success in bodybuilding?
No, not at all, because once I found out what my true calling was and what I was put here on earth to do, I was the most comfortable person in the world, and I had the greatest life of all. So, you know, that was my balance right there, because I knew what I was supposed to do in life, and I was comfortable with what I was doing. I was having the time of my life, and I was having the most fun I've ever had my whole entire life. So, you know, that was my balance right there, just knowing what my purpose was in life.